Woo! Living for the weekend. That's what we do. We're living for the weekend. Yes, darling. We're living for the weekend. It is the weekend. Yeah, the end of the week. It is Friday and Saturday in one. So when it's Friday and it is Saturday, it is a weekend. So, some people probably like, let's see what we're going to do for Friday night. Some people gonna like, let's see what we're gonna do for Saturday morning. You see, growing up, Saturday morning was cleaning morning. Yes, honey. Friday night was, eating out night. Somehow eating out night, and then Saturday was clean up, clean up Saturday morning. Boy, you go and get that music on. You go and do some scrubbing. You go and do some washing. It was just cleaning day and Saturday. You see, if anybody don't know that. Okay, I might be telling my age at that time, but listen, it don't matter. At this point, it's people, and Saturday was the day that you cleaning from left, right, and center. You're washing every single thing. I mean, everything is sparkling clean Saturday because Sunday come, just church. So going to church on Sunday. So Saturday is everything's supposed to be sparkling, clean, clothes clean, house clean, everything clean, yard clean. Go out in the yard, sweep up the yard, sweep up the weed, whatever it is that you gotta do Saturday, it gotta be done. But you see, because we're in Friday and Saturday, honey, whatever you do on Friday, whatever you do on Saturday, that's your business. That's not my business. No, that is not my business what you're doing Saturday. But whatever you do, honey, listen, just have some fun. Have some fun. Yes, indeed. Have some fun. Have some fun. Laugh your way through some things. Listen, everything happened. Okay, and everything happened. There's only reason why it happened. Everything happened. Laugh your way through some stuff. Even when you feel like things are going out of norm, it's supposed to go out of norm. When you feel like you're being distracted, yeah, that's supposed to be distracted. But guess what? Laugh your way through some stuff. You see, laughing is a remedy. I try to tell you. Laughing is a remedy. Laugh yourself through some stuff. When somebody tries to distract you, laugh your way through it. When somebody tries to take away your positivity, laugh your way through it. Laugh. They say laughing is the best medicine. Try it. Try it. Try it. You don't want to get an overdose? Then get an overdose. Find something to get that laughing medicine in, pump it in, and laugh it up. Yes, it is. So, anywho, welcome to another episode of the Question Live Show with your host, Verona Willis-Brown. Welcome. Yes. Welcome to the weekend. Welcome to another session of the Question Live Show. Here we say, if you have a story, if you have a book, work in progress, come on in here. Bring it in here. So what? We could build together, create together, grow together, but most of all, support each other. Now we are on this journey called life. We are on this journey called success. So everybody got a story. Everybody got something going on. But when we support each other, you see that we are better as a family. We are better as a community. We are better as the world. The world needs people to care. Okay? And support is a part of caring. So we ask you to come on in and just support. It's a life of a way to just like let us take that support is try to get someone somewhere by themselves. But let me tell you something. Our success is where somebody gets somewhere by themselves. Let me tell you this. Nobody can get nowhere called success on that journey by themselves. Nobody. Nobody achieved anything by themselves. Whether you're the prime minister, you are the president, you are the councilman, you are the teacher, the principal, the student, wherever your slot is, you didn't get there by yourself. So I'm just saying that we need each other. But with that said, let us jump into tonight's episode because we are going to talk about some secret. Yes, we are going to talk about some secret, but you see, this secret is going to be real public. So if you look at secret as being whispering and nobody heard what you say, nobody know what you're talking about, this one's going to be real public. So this is going to be a public secret. Yeah, that might sound like it's a conflict of interest, but yeah, think of however you want to take it. But some secret, you tell somebody something like this is a secret, but guess what? At the end of the day, that secret gonna go somewhere else. And do you believe that you trust that person so much that that person will not tell somebody else? Somebody's gonna tell somebody else, and somebody's gonna tell somebody else. They had a game where they're like, okay, let's tell you. And listen, we had a game growing up, and it was like the entire class. So can you imagine 10, 11, 12 children in the class, all students in the class, and then maybe the teacher like, okay, let me tell Verona something, and then Verona gonna tell Harleen something, and Harleen gonna tell Nadine something, and Nadine gonna tell Dean something, and then the same thing that they're saying is what the teacher told me. So the teacher is the original person telling me the first person, and then I'm supposed to transfer the message to the next person to me. Now the next person gonna say the same message. But let me tell you something. By the time we get to the 12th student, it's a whole different conversation. Why is that? Why is that? Why? because we make up our own story as we go along. So if the teacher said to me, the sky is blue, let's look at it. And I turned to this person and said, the sky is blue, let's look at it. What will happen to the next person? The person is going to look through the window to say the sky is really blue. And the person is going to distract themselves because now they heard what I said, they listened, and they're going to like, oh, the sky is blue. Let's look to see. And then they create a whole, and because they distract themselves and try to see the imagery of the sky is blue, what happened by the time the message comes back, the message to the next person is a total different thing. And so it continues. So let me tell you something. That is how life is, distraction, and it's up to you to keep focused. And if you keep focused, you will see that we got out somewhere. We're going to make it somewhere. We are going to make it, people. We are going to make it somewhere. Just let me encourage you that we are going to make it. So I just want to say to you, welcome, welcome, welcome once again. This is your first time tuning in, never heard of the Question Live Show, never heard of Verona, never seen me before, never heard of nothing called Are You Free of nothing, you never heard of me, nothing that attached to me. I want to say to you, welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Because this is your first time, you get special welcome. So I like the newbies when the newbies come on in. I like when you come on because you like the new baby that comes in the family. We're like, everybody want to see the baby. Everybody like, oh, cute. Everybody want a new baby to come on in. So I like when the newbies come on in. So please come on in so we can welcome you. You see, there's always a special welcome for the newbies. So come on in, newbie. Now, and for those who are tuning in for second, third, fourth, fifth, fifth, whatever amount of time, anytime after the first time, you are a returning audience. So you're not a newbie no more. You're a returning audience. And when you come in and show up, I show up, we show up together. And guess what? We just going about our business, educating up somebody, inspiring of somebody, empowering of somebody. So thank you for coming on in. You get welcome too. So I like when you come on in here and we just share together. Now, this section right here is for the newbies. Because, if you've been here, you already heard this. Newbies. Listen, we do have some rules here. Yes, indeed. No, when I say rules, don't let your heart go flatter or your mind go scatter, because I say rules. Rules are everywhere. When they come to my house, I go to your house, you go to church, you go to school, you go to mass, you go to temple, you go to the synagogue, you just go around the entire world. There are rules. Some we make, some we break, some we like whatever. But let me tell you something, on this Question Live Show, we just have a few of them. How many you may ask? Let's count. 1, 2, 3. 3.5, 4, 5. 5 rules. 5 rules. Yes, that's what we have here. 5 rules that we have here. And what are they, you may ask? What are they, you may ask? Listen, the first one is, if you are watching me right now and you wave to me, you say hi, you're here, and I see you. That's it. I'm saying, listen, I acknowledge your presence. And when I acknowledge your presence, I will spotlight your name on the screen. Yes. And if I spotlight your name on the screen, yeah, it's obvious that you're in the live audience. So what I ask you to do when you're in the live audience, just take a look down there on that screen. Right there in the middle section, you see it says share. Click that share button and go into your contact and share this live with somebody. Yes, indeed. And invite somebody else to come on in and dine with us. You see, sharing the live is like, yummy. Sharing, fresh food that just come off the stove, out of the oven, the one that your mama cooked, the one that now become your favorite meal, or whoever cook it, that is now your favorite meal. And if it is your favorite meal, you would like to share it. You see, my mama once told me, never withhold food from anyone. No, Don't withhold no food from anyone. So whether you want to share a rice grain, a beans, a piece of chicken, one chicken leg, take off a piece of meat, whatever it is that you're eating, just share a piece. Maybe it's a bag of chips. Take out a one piece of the chip and share it with somebody. Somebody always needs something. Listen, sharing is good. Right now, and if you are watching this and I don't spotlight your name on the screen, most likely you are watching the replay. But if you are watching the replay, just go over there, hashtag replay, and let us know what is it that you learn here. Because you see, this platform is a learning platform. It's a teaching platform because why? We are students and teachers at the same time. And because we are students and teachers at the same time, we got the same intention. And that is to live, learn, and teach. So let us come on in. Let me tell you, come on in. Now listen to me. If you're watching the replay, same rules apply. Go right in the middle. You're going to see the share button. Click that share button and invite somebody else to come on in and sit with you. Sometimes it's just not good to eat alone, darling. No. And the replay is just like having leftover food. Hey, some leftover food do taste good. Because guess what happened? It's like you're cooking the food twice and twice as nice. Mwah, yummy. So you would like to share that as well. Yes, indeed. Share the replay with somebody. Go up in your contact, share the replay. Go on your social media, share that replay. Yes, indeed. And let us know what is it that you learned. Yes, indeed. So now with that said, let's go to the next rule. Grab yourself something to write, whether it is a pen, a pencil, a marker, a crayon, color pencil, whatever it is. It could be a piece of feather. If it's a piece of feather, you need some ink or some pen to dip it in to scribble away. And where are you going to scribble it away? On a notebook or a piece of paper. Yes, indeed, you're going to write up in there. Now, listen, if you don't have any of those, you're going to go on your electronic devices. Simply mean you're looking at me and one. Yeah. The one that you're watching me on is called an electronic device. You're going to go in there. You're going to find a blank section, and you are going to utilize the section by writing in there. Yes, indeed, writing it because that's why they created it. Yeah, so you can utilize it. Listen, that's why we're here. Now, if you are watching me on one device and you have another one called your cell phone, listen, when you go on that cell phone, you are going to go into another section. There's a section in there called the notepad section as well. Utilize that section. And write in there. But listen, if you don't want to do that or you don't have that, what you're going to do, you're going to text back to yourself. Now the show is called The Question Live Show, and you must be asking, Vero, now what is it that you are asking us to write down and text back to ourselves? Good question, and as your host, I would like to answer that. Well, let me tell you, you see, here on The Question Live Show, we drop juicy contents and golden nuggets, and I encourage you to write them down. Yes, indeed, write them down. For several reasons. When we write things down, we extract the very thoughts out of our head and we are putting them on paper, and now it becomes reality because it is looking back at us. Yes, indeed. It is looking back at us. They say looking at us in black and white. It is looking back at us, but it's not always black and white, because sometimes you write in a color pen. So black and white is not correct. We will not be using that phrase in black and white. No. You got color pen, you got color pages and all that stuff. So yes, indeed, but let it look back at you and face you. And when it faces you, can't run away from it, because you see, it is good for you to see things. Sometimes people learn by visual learners. So, some people are visual learners. Me, whichever way. Once it's learning for me is just learning. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I see it, I visualize, I'm like, yeah, I see it, I'm good. But I like to write things down because there's a relationship that I build between my fingers, my pen, and my paper, and my heart and my mind. It's a whole family going on, okay? It's a whole family business. We just do a whole bunch of stuff going on there. Yes, indeed. And another thing is, when you write things down, you see, when you write one word, that one word could equal out to some sentences, and those sentences equal to paragraphs and paragraphs and paragraphs. And those paragraphs are equal to pages and pages and pages. And as a result of all those pages, you might just end up with a book and become a published author. You see, we as writers, we like to write our own story and then we attempt to write your story. But it's not as effective as you writing your own story or telling your own story. Oh, when I say story, yes, we all got stories deep down inside of us. Yes, indeed. And it is time for us to extract those stories and bring them to the surface so we can be free. It's about freedom. Hey? Yes, indeed. You see, when we extract our story, it might just become a strategic way for somebody to get through something. It might just be a strategic way for somebody's like, hey, I'm going through this situation here. Let me borrow what Verona said. Let me borrow what this one said. Yes, indeed. So let us learn how to extract our story and bring it to life so we don't suffocate our gifts and our talents. No. So we don't want to do that. So listen, and then it might just be a solution, might add up to a mixture. You know, when you talk about solution is a mixture. So your story might just be a solution to add up to a mixture of some circumstances somebody's going through, darling. Yes, indeed. So listen, right. You feel the freedom when you start writing, believe me. Yes. So as we talk about mixture, let us go to the next rule. The next one is, let me grab yourself something to drink. Whether it is water, wine, tea, or juice, soda, popsicle, whatever it is you drink, smoothie, shake, porridge, soda, I don't know. It could be some soup or some broth. Whatever is it that you drink, that is up to you, darling. I'm just asking you just to put in the comment section that you are drinking something. Now, I am not asking you to tell me what is it that you're drinking. That's up to you. I'm not asking you to tell me what is it that you're drinking on this weekend. I'm just saying put that you're drinking something. Why? Because it's none of my business what is it that you're drinking. But I'm just saying that when you come in here and you're drinking something, when you are drinking something, it's a form of celebration, because here on the Question Live Show, we like to celebrate whether it is your small win or your big win. So when you come on in with your bowl, your bottle, your cup, your glass, whatever is it that you drink from, you come and what happened? We raise our containers together. And when we raise it together, we're saying, cheers, I celebrate you. So I like to celebrate. So whatever is it that you like to celebrate with us here today, whether it's your birthday, your anniversary, you got a new boo, you got a new baby, you got proposed to, you just found that you're having a baby, you just got married, all that stuff. Maybe it's your birthday, it is your children's birthday, your children did excellent, your children started school, you started school, you develop yourself, all that good stuff. Maybe you read a book. Maybe you wrote something down. Maybe you gave a testimony, honey. Whatever it is up to you. Just put in the comment section that you would like for us to celebrate you. Because you see, oftentimes what will happen, we just don't take some time to celebrate. Today's Friday, we might just want to have a party. So celebrate. Now, with all that drinking, listen to me. Even though I mentioned all those things that you probably drinking, I would like to encourage you to drink water. Yes, I would like to encourage you to drink water. See, I got mine right here. Drink water for a couple of reasons. Water quenches your thirst, it flushes the body of toxin, and it flourishes the skin. Yes, indeed. Yes, it flourishes the skin. I'm not a medical doctor, but I know a thing or two. So drink up your water. And because I am a strong believer, and I believe in miracle, I drink my water, because you see, the best miracle worker is Jesus, because he doesn't turn water into wine, darling. So guess what? Lord, I need a miracle now. So you never know what could happen to your water if you're drinking water. Go on. So listen, with all that drinking, if you need to use the bathroom, whether it's to the right, to the left, wherever your bathroom is located, please go on now. And then you're going to come right back and grab your seat. Yes, darling, grab your seat right in the question lasher. Why? Because it is reserved with your name on it. And not only your name, but your intention, your expectation, your goals, your gifts, your talent, your passion, your purpose, your destiny is on there. And inside all of that is your greatness. Yes, indeed, because what? We got greatness inside of us. And when we get together, we want to create a whole galaxy of great people making great impact. So let us get tap and join force. Yes, yes, yes. Now listen, ladies, you know that everywhere we go, there's always a line to the bathroom. Everywhere. It doesn't matter where we go. There's always a line to the bathroom. But if you're outside and you're watching this right now and you need to use the bathroom, scoot on over. Use the other bathroom and then you're going to come right back. And when you come right back, you're going to grab your seat, honey. And if you get here by any chance, you don't see your seat, put your bottom on the floor, because you know what? That is a position, and there's always a position for you to fill. Yes, indeed. There's always a position. And when I say a position for you to fill, there's always something for you to do. So come on in, and when you get to any point in your life and they tell that there's no seat around the table for you, you tell them, don't you worry, I go sit on the floor. Oh, don't worry, I got my own seat. By you walking with a folding chair. Yes, indeed. And listen, another reason why I asked you to drink something, you see, when I said to drink something, I'm just saying drink on my behalf because I am back here doing all the talking. And because I'm doing all the talking, I don't got time to stop to sip my water. And if I do sip, and then you're going to see me get up running to the bathroom, they're going to like, hey, Verona, hello, where are you? I went to the bathroom. So I don't want to get up and go to the bathroom. So just drink on my behalf. It's a form of support. Thank you. That's just showing. Verona, we're supporting you, girl. We sipping over here because I can't see you. You know what I'm saying? I can't see you because you're not in the studio here. So I can't see you. So whatever it is that you're drinking, go ahead and enjoy. Do. So with all that said, there is a tiny root. This tiny thing. If I say something and it resonates with you, whether it touch your heart or your mind, I just ask you to just put yes in the comment section. When you put yes in the comment section, it just says that you are lining up yourself and we are on this road. We are together on this journey. So you're putting yes. It is just saying, Verona, girl, I hear you. It's just that something resonate with you. You're like, yes! You make the exclamation sign and say, yes. If I ask you a question that requires yes, then you put yes there. Because you see what happened is, because the show is not a monologue, it is a dialogue, which is a conversation between you and I. That is just saying that you're holding a conversation with me. Yes, indeed. So when I see you put your comment over there in the comment section, I know that you're holding a conversation with me. Yes, darling. So because you are holding a conversation with me, I would like to say, hey, that's what we do. That's what we do. For those who went to the bathroom and are taking a long time, that's none of my business. No, because life don't wait for us. And because life don't wait for us, we're not waiting for those who went to the bathroom. And with that said, we're just going to go right into tonight's episode. And we are going to talk about the secret of the secret. Who likes secret? Secret. A secret simply means that I am telling you something, whispering something to you. And if I am whispering something to you, I'm saying, listen, it is a secret between you and I. Nobody has heard this. Nobody else. Just you and I. Now, if you go back and tell that secret to somebody else, now you simply that might just lost trust, because we're going to make a little thing, we're going to make a little thingy like, hey, I swear, pinky swear, like, I swear I'm not going to tell nobody. But if God forbid, now, tomorrow I go somewhere and somebody start whispering when I walk by, or somebody start whispering what I said, saying out what I told you, then guess what? No, It just happens that the secret between us is no longer a secret. No, the secret now, we don't broke up that, and the trust that we build with the pinky swear is no longer valid. So we want to know the secret of the secret and how to keep that secret and how to share the secret as well. Because some secret we gotta share, honey, and some secret we're like, I take that one to my grave. You know, you heard that one before. I'm taking this to my grave. Some people like, oh, I'm taking that to my grave. Yeah, some people like, I'm taking that to my grave. Nah, I'm taking that right to my grave. I'm not telling nobody the secret. That's when you hold that swear thing like, we going to my grave with this. So let me just jump into how we are going to just have the secret to the secret tonight. Because the secret to the secret is not that hard. If you believe it's hard, then you can just wave. You can just wave to me and let me know that you believe it's hard. This is not that hard. Absolutely not. This is not that hard. We can do this thing here. We can do it. So let us jump right into it. How we are going to get through this thing here. Yes, indeed. How to find your purpose or purposes, because guess what? We don't really have one purpose. Do you know that? We know we don't have one purpose. Some people like, I'm trying to find my purpose. Your purpose? No. Purposes. Z with S, Z over there, S and the Z. Purposes. Okay? We're trying to find our purposes. Why am I here? That's number one. We ask our question, why am I here? And you see, when we try to find all those purposes, because there's purpose door here, purpose door there, purpose door, a lot of purposes door sitting there. And when we get a knock on one door, that's purpose door. And they were like, I'm trying to find my purpose. But you see, before we try to find our purpose, there are a couple questions that we have to ask ourselves. And when we ask ourselves these questions, we ask, who am I? When we try to get into the secret place to discover our purposes and our destiny of where we are going, the first question we got to stop to ask, who am I? Why am I here? Because if you can't answer these questions, then we need to talk. Because these are the solid questions that we got to ask ourselves all the time. Why am I here? That is how we will know what is our purpose is. So guess what happened? You see, when God created each and every one of us, it's a secret. He come on in and he said, I'm going to give a secret, but the secret not going to be public because now I'm going to send you out there and then it's you got to go back and find what's the secret. You see, it's a funny thing, right? It's a funny process because God created you in secret. And when he created you in secret, he put the secret box inside of you and then send you out there. And then he's like, okay, now you go over there and discover it. Because when we're talking about a secret, it's like we want to discover something. It's like a treasure hunt. It's like a whole treasure hunt. So we want to get out there and we want to find the secret. So you want to find out, hey, God, why you created me? Right? We ask ourselves, why you created me? Because you see, we oftentimes don't ask this question, but we want to ask, why you created me? That's the first place of how we are going to discover our purposes. And the secret is to go right back to the source. Yes, right back to the source. Welcome, Tina. Welcome. So that is our very first question we can ask. Who am I? Because you see, when we ask ourselves, who am I? We're not talking about title and accomplishment, like you're a mother, you're executive, you're CEO, you're founder, you're president, you're prime minister, you're governor. No. That is not who you are. Those are called accomplishment. And when you accomplish something, it is not who you are. We got to go back inside of ourselves and find out who we really are. And the only way we can find out who we really are is by going to the source that sent us here in that little secret. Because, he said it like secret. He sent us here, and that's the only way we can find out really who we are. What is our passion? We got to still go back to the source because the source is what created us. So what is it that we got to do? When we discover who we really are, And while we are here, we'll understand that that secret got to be revealed. We got to like, hey, so God, what's the secret? Now we got to open it up and discover the secret. And then guess what? Now I might just say I discover it. And guess what happened when we discover that secret? We might just want to say, I want to share that secret with somebody, because you see, not all secret gonna go to the grave. Because you see, there's a thing that says, when we go to the grave with all our gifts and talents, we're making the grave rich. We are not here to make the grave rich. So let us rob the grave of all of that. We are not making the grave rich. So when we discover our secret, no, if I discover my secret, no, I'm going to call Tina, girl. And I'm going to share some of that secret with Theta and say, listen, I love doing this. This is why I'm here. My purpose. Now, the reason why I might be sharing it with Theta is because Theta might discover who she is, and both of us together can work this thing out. We talk about this all the time, that we gotta learn how to support each other by tapping into each other. Tapping in. You don't take mine. You just tap in and you work together. Because when Theta finds out who she is, I might still try to find out who I am, but I'm not going to try to be Theta. I just know who I am. So the first thing that we want to do how to find out our purpose is to have a deep listening. When we listen deep from within, that is the first thing that we want to do. We want to listen from deep within ourselves. Why? Because the Creator is inside of us. The Creator is the one that forms us from the inside out. So when we listen from deep within, we are listening to that quiet voice, that nice voice that said, let me whisper something to you. We want to listen from deep within to say, I want to whisper something to you, because God is not going to make a public announcement. So we want to listen from deep within ourselves. We all have our own personality, because God sure didn't make 10 of me. Nope. God made only one of me. Not even when we are multiple birth Theta. When we are multiple birth, believe me, we all got our own personality. That's why they do fingerprints on it, because they're like, we gonna identify you by your fingerprint. Nobody got the same fingerprint. No, God is it's so strategic in his design that it's like, hello, you got your own personality. So guess what? When we are listening from deep within, I can't hear what God is saying to Theta. When we are listening to what God is saying from deep inside of us. So when we do that, what is happening? We are listening to the voice from deep inside. So when we are listening to the voice deep inside, it's a whisper. And inside us is a secret place. You don't dwell in the secret place now. It's a secret place that is inside of us. And that is where we want to listen from. The secret of the secret is to listen from deep within. That is the first thing. We want to listen from deep within. The secret of the secret is to listen deep within. So when we listen deep within, by the time we're ready to extract our story, we know exactly what is coming out. When Theta's ready to extract her story, she's not extracting my story, she's extracting hers. So anyone here that's extracting their story, you are extracting your own story. So we can't take somebody else's story and make it our own. No. We can't try to take somebody's talent and make it ours. No. Not at all. Yours is yours. It is personalized. So when we are trying to take from somebody or try to be somebody, then we are at fault now. We are at fault. We are not discovering our own secret place. We got to know our own secret place, because guess what? Everybody in their own secret place, and when everybody in their own secret place, what will happen? We will come out in our unique self. Yes, indeed. We will come out in our unique self, and we will show up in our unique self. Yes. So let us go in and listen from deep within. And when we go listen from deep within, the other secret is we got to talk back to God. How we talk to God? We call it prayer. We call it effective communication. We're talking just having a communication with Him. Yes. You see, your God might not be my God. I'm not imposing my God to your God, but whoever is your God, go back and have a conversation. Because when we are having a conversation, we want to have an effective conversation with God and talk. Because now when we ask it, who am I? Who are we asking that? You're not asking me. When we are asking the question, the first question we talk about, when we ask it, who am I? You're not asking me, you are asking God. So it is best that we have a conversation with God. That is the secret. When we are having a conversation, we are asking God, we are talking back to God and say, God, who am I? Why you created me? So have a deep conversation, have a talk with God, have a little talk like, sometimes you're sitting like, have you ever called somebody? You want to tell somebody something. It's a burning thing going on, a burning conversation you have inside of you. Deep inside of you, having a burning conversation, you want to tell somebody something, and listen, and then you try to call them and you don't get them. You don't get that person. You're like, oh my God, I got to tell this person this. I got to get this out of my system. I got to tell this person something. You don't get them. Or we have a thing where like, I want to tell somebody off. We want to tell somebody off. And that person is never showed up. That person never showed up. And you call them, or you go to their house, and you want to tell them, but they're never present. But when you call on God and say, God, I got something to tell you. God just come on closer, like, come on closer. God is like, I'm listening. I'm listening. So what will happen? We gotta talk to God. We gotta have a communication. We gotta build our communication skill. You see, God is, listen to me here, people. You see when we're talking to God? God is not saying that you still use some big words, like you went to the university and all that stuff. God is like, just come to me and just tell me something, girl, boy, one man. God is not telling like, give me some big old words, like you use some professors. No, God is not telling you to do that. God gave you the knowledge to be a professor, but God is not saying that when you're coming to Him, you got to come with these words. And God is like, you're trying to impress me. I'm the one that gave you those words. So you can't just come to me. And who you trying to impress with those big words? Just go to God simple, like, God, let me tell you something. I go to God, I'm like, God, let me just tell you something. This is what's happening right now. I'm not going to God in no fancy words. Because sometimes sometimes my fancy word, I just not going to be able to pronounce those fancy words. I be like, God, them fancy words, those words are too big. I learn a big word, I'm like, ooh, gonna take me a long time to pronounce that word. So why should I go to God and try to stumble? And God is like, child, what are you trying to say? God is like, what are you trying to say? God, I'm trying to pronounce that word so I could tell you. So I could sound all proper. No, it's not about you being proper. Have a conversation with God. Like, God, let me tell you something. This is what happened. Hey, God, who am I? Society might say this is who I am, but who am I? It's you that created me. So let me come on back to you. So yes, talk to God. Talk to God. And listen to me, newbies, because these are newbies. For those who've been here, they already know. Newbies, pay attention to the comment section over there, right there. Pay attention to the comment section because you see, Theta takes great note. She takes great notes. So if you're missing your pen and your pencil and all that stuff and you're not writing down and you're just listening, keep on looking at the notes because Theta take great notes so you will see. Because you see here, we like to teach a person a thing or two. Because when we are here, whether on the live or whatever, when we are on the live, because Theta's on the live, when we are on the live, we are not just here for us. We are here for you as well. Because we want when you come back and watch the replay, you can go through the comment section and you learn something because that is why we are here. So you might learn something. So pay attention to the comment section. Well, that's why they created it. comment. So keep on rolling up in the comment section. Put a wave, put something, all that good stuff. So that is why we are here. So when you read these things, yes, we hope that it inspires you. We hope that it empowers you. We hope that it at least motivates you or educates you. Thank you. Thank you, Theda. Thank you. So as we talk with God, yes, indeed, we must have a deep conversation with God. Go back and talk to God, no matter what we are going through. When we hold a conversation with God, you will see that that's what He wants. Some people might say, I don't know God's voice. Oh, God's voice makes a difference. You know when God is talking back. You see, God could talk back through somebody else. He's so good. Yes, he could talk to somebody else. And then sometimes you sit down and you hear that still voice. And when you feel that, you feel it right here. You see, you can hear it. You see, God built us in such a way that God could say something and we feel it in our heart. It's like you tell somebody, darling, I love you. And what happened? Your heart start racing. Your heart start going. You get your little boo. You're like, oh, I love you so much. And what happened? Your heart start racing at the sound of you saying, I love you. And when we start going back to God and telling God, and God start talking back, your heart start racing. So that's how you know that God is talking back to you. God speaks to us every single day. Now you think when He woke us up, He's talking. Like, stop. Time for you to wake up. Time for you to wake up. Yes, indeed. God even can tell you exactly what to eat. How your lifestyle should be. We are His temple. And He's telling you exactly what to eat. Exactly what to dress. Where to go. Where not to go. Who to... Yeah. God warned us as a unit. So when God seen danger, God's like, don't go there. And then when we go there, the first thing, let me tell you something. When God says not to do something and we force ourselves to do it, mark my word, we go somewhere and we get up in some trouble and chaos hit us. What's the first thing we say? Oh, God, tell me I'm not lying. Tell me I'm not lying. Tell me I'm not lying. Oh, God. God is like, but you're supposed to talk right here, over here. Let's talk to God first. Talk to God first. Not when chaos hit us. We're like, oh, God. Oh, God. God is like, I'm still right here. Now, let's go to the next one. The next one is external experiences. What are external experiences? External experiences are the things that we are going through here as a natural man. Here, the stress level, what society presents to us, circumstances, trauma, all these things that happen externally. These are external. No, listen, I'm trying to tell you, honey. What? Theda, honey, thank you. I know I'm not lying. What? I know. So let us go in the next one. The next one is when we talk about stress level. Oh, we go to all the illness, the pain, the hurt. Those are what you call external experiences. And sometimes we oftentimes run away from external experiences. But guess what? Sometimes they run after us. Why? It's a part of the process. Some of those are part of the process because when we go through these external experiences, it allows us, it builds us up and allow us to go right back to the source, the same source that we're talking about, go back to God, talk to God. So those same external experiences allow us to go back in the same conversation, have a talk with God. So see, it is very important that we have a talk with God. So when those external experiences come forth, our conversation is not because we are going to make a deal with God. Because it's oftentimes we make a deal with God. Like, God, if you should just get me out of this. God, if you should just save me. God, we make a deal. But when we talk to God and the external experience come, then we're going to keep on talking to God. And God is like, well, thank you. I know that you'll keep on talking. Keep on holding a conversation when those external experiences come in place. So this is another way that we are talking about the secret of the secret. Another one is external experiences. That is how we are going to discover our purpose. That is how we discover our purpose, by going through those external experiences, right? So we want to go through those external experiences. And when we go to them, we are going to go through them with our head up. I mean, they might knock us down because that's life. External experiences are called life experiences. I call them external because this is what happened out here. Inside is a whole different story. External. Life happens. You hear that all the time. Life happens. So when life happens, what happened? We're going to just like, hey, we're going to just pack up and just go. No. Stand your ground. Stand your ground, because that is the secret of you getting towards your purpose. Stand your ground. Cry a little, bawl a little, roll on the ground, throw a tantrum, whatever is it that we got to do, we got to do. But guess what? Life experience ain't going nowhere. And I'm going to tell you this, it is personalized as well. Yes, indeed. And the next one is, we are going to go, be in a position to accept your purpose for yourself and to hear from God for yourself. Be in a position to hear from God for yourself. Sometimes I'm like, hey, Tina, I heard this about you. No. Oh, God told me this about. No. I want God to talk to me for myself. So be in a position to hear for yourself. Indeed. Hear from God for yourself. No matter who's telling you what, or when, why, who, what. No. It don't matter what somebody else is telling you. You gotta hear for yourself, because why? Your purpose is personalized. Our purpose is a personalized thing. And when we're hearing from God, because guess what? If God is talking to me, Tina can't hear. If God is telling me something, so I have to be in position like, all right, let me listen to what God got to say to me. Hello, God is talking to me. Tina can't hear, because God is talking to each and every one of us individually. And when God talks to us individually, that is how we come together. That is how we are going to join force together, because now God is going to talk to you individually. God is going to talk to me individually. Maybe God is saying to me, go down the road. You are going to see a lady wearing a blue dress with a blue hat and all this stuff. And when I listen closely, because I'm in position, and I listen closely, and I go down the road and I see him like, yeah. And I'm like, hi. So I know exactly, because now the lady probably get a message. A lady going to come down the road. She got a nice little afro. Right? So when God is telling us something, God is telling us personally. He's telling us personally. So the next one is, that is it. We got to be in the place to hear for ourselves. Let us hear God for ourselves. So when we hear God for ourselves, we are making solid decisions. And when we're making those solid decisions, what will happen? We will move through life a little bit better. We will move through life a little bit. We move through life where we're not trying to be in somebody else's space. We will move through life where we're not trying to accept, where we're not trying to take on somebody else's purpose, somebody else's passion, where we're not taking from them, but we are working with them, because we're supposed to be working together. So when we're in position to hear from God for ourselves, we will work together more effectively and not fighting each other because you want to be me, I want to be you. No, we got to work together, because when we work together, it's because we're hearing personally what we need to do, because God is giving us instruction of what we need to do. God gave Thea instruction, God gave me instruction, God gave you instruction, and then guess what happened? All of a sudden, now we are coming together in one circle, like, oh my God, yes, I've been waiting for that answer. Here goes Thea giving the answer to somebody. Oh my God, I've been waiting for that answer. Because again, I mentioned earlier, God will speak through whoever he wants. So it might just send a message through Thea to tell somebody something. He might just give a message through me to tell somebody something. But guess what? For us to get that message, we got to be in position to hear for ourselves. Not somebody come like, oh, so did you hear what Verona said? No. This is not no third party business. This is direct. Ooh, excuse me. I'm having a hiccup. This is a direct message. So when we are getting a direct message, what will happen when we get a direct message? We will understand that our purpose is personalized. We got to understand this word personalized. When we are personalizing something, it's like it's yours. Ooh, it's yours. It is God customized you. It is yours. My fingers are not Tita's. My fingers are not your fingers. God customized them. They're personalized. My personal fingerprints. So we got to understand. We got to come to this and make clear decision. We have to come to a point. Oh, I'm having hiccups. They say when you have hiccups, you're growing. I don't think I'm growing. When we are coming to this understand, we got to make clear decisions. Because when we understand things are personalized, that is when we will more understand that the decision that we are making, they have to be very much clear. The decision that we're making, they're clear. Why? Because now I personalize exactly what God is telling me. God has personalized my assignment. Personalized passion. Everything about me is personalized. So when I show up, I am showing up with a personalized passion. I am personalized with my confidence, everything. So I can't show up no other way. So this is how it allows us to make conscious decision. And that is where we need to go from this day forward. So now let's jump into the next and final one. The next and final one is we got to pause and go into a place of silence. I know. You're probably like, Verona, place of silence? Pause? Yes. In all that we do, we gotta go in, we gotta pause. What for the hiccups, right? Oh gosh, right. For the hiccups, girl, you see me over here having hiccups? Let me pause. Thank you, Tina. Let me pause and get me some water. Mm-hmm. Yes. Thank you kindly. Yeah. So the thing is, let us go into the final one. The final one is let us pause and go into a place of silence. And I know, you might be saying, Verona, in this chaotic world, what are you talking about? Pause and go into a place of silence. Yes, go into a place of silence. You got family, there got to be some silent mode. And silent mode is not only when you go to sleep. And silent mode is not only that you stop talking to the children, the husband, the cat, the dog. No, silent mode means the fast pace that we are going on. Sometimes we just got to pause, feel our heart beat, feel it. And if it's going extra, feel it and silence our mind. So let us go into a place of silence, because when we go into a place of silence, what will happen? It will allow us to hear directly from God. It will allow us to hear and knock out the many voices that's going around, and we will hear that one voice that we need. What is that one voice? Who is that one voice? That one voice is the voice of God. And that, my dear viewers, is the secret of the secret, is to stand in your position. Pause, that's number 5. Pause and go in silence so you can discover your purposes. And I said not purpose, purposes, because we oftentimes say, oh, I got to discover my purpose. No, we got more than one of them. And if you discover one, try to discover the rest. So let me tell you, as we close this episode, the secret of the secret is you have the permission to go in and pick one of those, any one of them, and discover the purpose of why God put you here by asking, who am I and why am I here? Now, I want to thank you so much for tuning into this session. I want to say, Theta, thank you so much for your note taking. Thank you so much for your support. Thank you so much for showing up. I oftentimes says this, that when you show up, you're not showing up for yourself, but you are showing up for your family, your community, and generations to come. Because when you so far gone, you want someone to come in and see your handprint, your heartprint, and your footprint, knowing that you were here to make a positive impact. greatness is inside of you. So let us make great impact upon this earth as we replenish the earth. Thank you so much for being here. Don't forget to tune in on the next session, which will be maybe tomorrow. Yes, indeed. So don't forget to tune in on the next session. You never know what we are going to be here for. But whatever it is, I want to thank you all so much for tuning in into this weekend session, starting up the weekend. Have yourself something to drink on my behalf. Thank you for being here. Bye.